quite a few shocks actually when the team news came out for the Chelsea game at Stamford Bridge yesterday. I remember seeing it and thinking, wow, Ronaldo's on the bench, interesting move. Roy Keane, Jamie O'Hara had a bit of a ding-dong on Sky Sports last night.
Carragher.
Yeah, what did I say?
O'Hara.
Jamie O'Hara.
Oh, Jamie. Oh, sorry,
not
Jamie.
Not quite at their level yet.
Not quite on Super Sunday yet, but you are. You're making a strong case for it. Roy Keane and Jamie Carragher going at each other. So they were sat in the studio, they were talking about Ronaldo and why he was brought into United and what he was brought in to do. So Jamie Carragher was saying that they brought him in to win the league. They didn't make big signings like Varane, Sancho, Ronaldo without an eye on winning the league. Obviously, that was their charge this season.
Yeah.
And Roy Keane was saying, actually, no, Ronaldo was brought in to win cups at United, and referenced his commercial value as well. He actually said they're not going to win the league in the next 2 to 3 years. But I suppose the question is, why was Ronaldo brought in? This is what was what was the word? Dividing. That's what was dividing them.
I think Carragher makes a good point. I don't think you don't bring in Ronaldo to win cups. You bring Ronaldo in to try and win the league. You know, that's where Manchester United wanted. They finished second, so the next progression is to try and challenge for the title and win the league. So I think they did bring in them types of players to challenge for the title. It's just shown that they're still not there. Even with them players, they've still got more to do in terms of bringing more players in, getting the right manager, and trying to progress. But I didn't agree with them saying about Ronaldo should start every game. I didn't understand that, because if you look at the facts of the game, Ronaldo come on with half hour to go. They were winning 1-0. So Michael Carrick's got it right tactically before, because they're winning the game 1-0 and Ronaldo comes on fresh for half hour and then they draw the game. So if Ronaldo's coming on and they're losing the game 2-1 and he's coming on and it's desperation, let's put Ronaldo on to try and get something from it, then I can understand the argument. But if you look at the facts, Carrick got it right because they were winning.
Okay, Ali, what do you think about this in terms of Ronaldo being, 36 years old?
Yeah.
The argument that he should be starting every game.
Well, I'm not sure he should be starting every game, to be honest with you. I did say I would have started him yesterday because I think he's a big occasion player. I think he's a big time player. That's what he does. However, I do appreciate Mike, and Jamie's right, and I did say earlier, Jamie, I agree with you. I think Michael Carrick got it right. So, you know, you question decisions. I would still have started him because, as I say, I think he's that kind of player. However, I don't have a problem with it, particularly when your tactics turn out all right and you get, and the result definitely suits you.
Just on that though, in terms of the goal, Sancho's goal, yes, he was in the right place at the right time, but it was Jorginho's mishandling of that ball that he couldn't control that led to that goal.
Yeah.
And also in terms of how they were stacking up against each other, Chelsea had 24 shots to Manchester United's 3.
Yeah. Well, it was more
corners 15-2.
It was more about Chelsea not being clinical enough, right? Timo Werner missing chances, Rudiger missing a late chance. It was more about Chelsea missing chances about more than Manchester United playing really well. But at the end of the day, that is the way. I remember last season, I think it was, that is how Manchester United played against the top 6 and got results. They sat in, they were resilient, they didn't concede, and then they'd hit you on the break and score goals. That's how Man United played last season against them. This season they've gone away from that and they've been getting beat comfortably. So they kind of went back to that and it looked like it was going to work. Just because Ronaldo's not on the pitch, and Ronaldo don't have to play every single minute of every single game. You know, he's 36. You know, I understand he's a big game player, he scored goals, but Michael Carrick got it right. They were 1-0 up when he come on, and then they drew the game. So I look at it, and the flip side of it is,
and they're missing their 2 best centre backs, by the way, as well.
Are they their best centre backs anymore?
Well,
that's another question.
They're definitely better than those two, no?
Yeah, surely.
Who? Maguire?
Maguire and Varane. Yeah.
Look, Varane. I think Varane 100%. But is Harry Maguire better than Bailly right now? I thought Bailly played okay. I thought he played well yesterday.
I don't know who sent this in. At no point did Keane say Ronaldo should start every game. No. It was Jamie Carragher talking about that, saying, it's just the argument that actually this is a massive game though against Chelsea. And you think that the way that Ronaldo has been able to turn games and drag Manchester United through to winning positions in games so far this season that he's been a part of, whether or not he's coming off the bench or starting the game, you would almost assume, and maybe that's a mistake to say it, but you would almost assume that he'd be one of the first names on the team sheet. But that's where the discussion comes in. 8:10:89.
talkSPORT Breakfast with Laura Woods, Monday to Wednesday mornings 6 till 10 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.